not to you. Right? Any other question? Yes, please. Bashir Yad Sahib.
Our missionaries and workers are two types. One, those Waqfin Zindagi devoted their lives for the cause of Islam. Two, those who although have not devoted their lives as such, but practically they also sincerely do their full efforts for the cause of Islam. Hazur most kindly advise us when and how this scheme of Waqfin Zindagi, devoting their lives, started in the Jamaat, and also who were the earlier persons to join this scheme for the cause of Islam and Ahmadiyyat, that is true Islam.
Your question is only limited to the history of Ahmadiyya Waqf or to the history of the institution of Waqf as such? I can't quite follow. Do you want to ask about the institution of dedication of life as such and the history of the dedication of life, or you want to remain limited to its application to Ahmadiyya history? When dedication of life formally started in Ahmadiyya Jamaat and who were the earliest dedicators of their lives, is that the question?
That is my question, Hazur, but if Hazur want to add...
No, I don't want to add. I always try to limit your question rather than to expand it. It's already quite, large in coverage. So, as far as I can remember now, I am quite certain that the very first person whom we can count among those who dedicated their lives was Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal before he became a Khalifatul Masih Awwal. Hazrat Hakim Nuruddin Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu. To my knowledge, there is no other companion of Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam who preceded him in offering his life and all that he held for the cause of Islam without any condition, unconditionally. The very first book which Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam wrote regarding his full plan of action concerning the victory of Islam is entitled Victory of Islam, Fateh Islam. It is one of the earliest literature produced by Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam. In that he mentions the name of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal as Hakim Nuruddin, and also gives an excerpt of his letter, reproduces one of his letters, in fact, in toto. And if you read that letter, then you will understand the true spirit of dedication of life. Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal has dwelt upon the subject in detail, counting each thing which can be dear to somebody, and telling Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam that this belongs to you, this is what I have, and this belongs to you, and this belongs to you, and this belongs to you. And the way he has done it is so impressive that Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam seems to be very deeply moved. And the following comment which he makes there is so wonderful comment that one feels like giving up everything one holds for the sake of that comment which Hazrat Masih Maud Salatu Wasalam made about Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal. So the history of dedication of life, in my opinion, in Jamaat Ahmadiyya, start with Hazrat Hakim Nuruddin Khalifatul Masih Awwal. But that is where somebody, some grown-up, dedicated his own life. But dedication of life is not something which is limited to a person dedicating his own life. It can be extended to other regions. where somebody is dedicated even before his birth. Like Hazrat Ibrahim ﷺ dedicated his sons to be born. From that point of view, Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ himself is the first who dedicated his son formally. No, he was first in that regard. In the other regard, of course, he dedicated his life for the sake of Allah entirely, totally. But that dedication is not what you have in mind. That is the dedication of a prophet, of course. You are thinking perhaps of other people lesser than prophets who dedicate their lives. So this is why I mentioned Khalifatul Masih Awwal. But as far as the institution of dedication of children is concerned, Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ is the first, because before Hazrat Muslim Maud was even born, before he was even conceived, before even there was a question of a possibility of his being born, he dedicated him and prayed to Allah that he give him the child of his dreams, so that when he dedicates him, he dedicates some being who is so useful for Islam that not only is he useful for one generation but for generations to come, and so widely that his effect would be felt all over the world. So the history of dedication of children starts with Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ. And the first ever child who was dedicated to the service of Islam was Hazrat Muslim Maud himself. As far as the present system of dedication is concerned, this was started by Hazrat Muslim Maud, the present institution of dedication, that formal institution I mean. Hazrat Muslim Maud, I think, started it with the founding of Tehreek-e-Jadid, as far as I remember. क्यों? दोस्तों से है? In 1917, Hazrat Muslim Maud did not found this institution, I understand. Did he? It was a temporary, It was a temporary waqf of some sort. For instance, he would say, I want somebody to devote himself to go to Moscow or some other country, city or land for the sake of the spread of Islam. That was in general, but it was not institutionalized. Now I'm talking of the institution of waqf as we find it today, which we have inherited. That started, to my knowledge, with the inception of Tehreek-e-Jadid, Anjuman Ahmadiyya.
My recollection is a little different.
Yes, please.
I think it happened...
Go to the microphone and then record your recollection.
Huzur, my recollection is a little different. I think it happened soon after the demise of Hazrat Tahir.
How? No. Soon after?
Yes, Huzur.
No, it was with Tehreek-e-Jadid, I suppose. No?
No, Huzur. I have a recollection.
I think your recollection is not trustworthy, unfortunately. Because Darul Mujahideen was already in operation for many years during the life of my mother. She died in March 1944, and Darul Mujahideen was founded.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Of course, yes.
Yes. I know of people who were there for 7 years and they came out in 46.
Exactly.
So it was
right.
Just before the beginning of the
So that started with Tehreek-e-Jadid, in fact.
Before, after that, it will in 34.
But Tehreek-e-Jadid was founded in 34, so naturally it is 34, yes. Is that enough for as an answer to your question? Or you wanted to find out something else as well?
Yes, it's enough.
Thank you, Jazakumullah. But your tone has some reservations.
As far my question is concerned, this is answered all right.
But as far as what else is concerned,